Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. Let's see what we're doing today. It's stress-free Saturday, so I'm just going to make something really simple. I cut out these pre-made cards from a paper pack that I was going to use in my butterfly journal, and I just punched some holes in it I could have easily used my crocodile one. I guess this is a We Are Memory Keepers, the first version of their crocodile. And I have the bigger one you've seen me use to bind books and stuff. Well, this is the crocodile too. Anyway, if you don't have a crocodile, don't break the bank. You can get these little guys here. I got this at I believe the Dollar Tree. Easy hole puncher. And then you can just easily thread your cards or your tags through the hole that you've made. But I'm going to take it a step further and put an eyelet in there. I just think it finishes it off a little bit better, and it looks a little bit more complete. But yeah, and then you just take your crocodile, make sure it's on the right settings. This one is set for my small eyelet, so I have to rotate that and that. So the settings that I'm using for the larger eyelets, this is I believe it's the 3, hold on, I'll tell you. This is, unbeknownst to me, I can't even see the settings on here, they're so tiny. We'll figure it out. Oh, let me see, is it on there? Nope. It's not on there. Anywho, I'm using the larger settings for these larger eyelets. Okay. And I'm going to put this through my little tiny crocodile and set the eyelet in there. Oh goodness, am I even on camera? Yeah, I am. I'm going to try flipping it over this way, putting the base in there, putting the squasher at the top, and squeezing. There we go. Perfectly set eyelet, nice and flat on the back. Okay, so if you don't have a crocodile, you can use one of these. And if you were to get any kind of eyelets, I got this on Amazon. These are my colorful ones. It usually comes with an eyelet setter. So it looks like this. It's a little eyelet setter. Okay, so this is what you would get in a kit like this. Really inexpensive. I think I paid maybe $7 or $8 for this kit at the time that I bought it. So there's that. What I'm going to do today is make some more journaling cards. Actually, I think I'm going to make a policy folder. Let's do that. Okay. But again, with these, I'm just going to thread through some ribbon, coordinating with the style of the little tag. If I can get this to go in. Here's my scissor. Poke it through there. Pull it out on the other side and then loop it. This is I cut the tiniest piece of ribbon as if I don't have enough. Hang on, let me see. Yep, both of these are the exact same size. Why did I do this to myself? They're so tiny. Poke it through the hole. Get it through there. Loop it up. And I think this is called like a library tag topper. I don't know. I've heard it said, I've heard people use the word library knot. So It's basically just looping your ribbon through a pre-loop that you've made. I'm going to end up shredding this if I don't get it. Okay. The paper's just really thin, guys, and the ribbon's pretty thick. So I'm basically working against myself in that whole process. So anyway, it's through, and that's what it looks like right there. Okay. So I'm going to do that for a couple of these pre-made tags. There was nothing really to do to them. They came this way from the paper pack. But I'm going to make an envelope, a policy envelope today with, move my eyelets out of the way, with some of my pretty paper, some coordinating paper from the Boho Butterfly junk journal that I'm making. So this is the junk journal. We did this in the series, and I'm going to make some coordinating envelopes or policy folders as they're called. This is a two-step process, okay? Stress-free Saturday. You can't get this wrong. It's so easy. I'm using single-sided paper. You can use double-sided if you like, if you want a pretty pattern on the inside of your folder, of your envelope. But I'm just estimating. I'm not taking any measurements, zero measurements taken right here. I'm just going to fold my paper over, and I'm going to fold over this top piece just so slightly. And that's it. I'm around my corners and glue down my edges, and I'm done. Like, that's really all there is to do. I'm going to use my large round, my large corner rounder. Just like the look of that on these. And I may round these corners as well. Let's do that. That's it. I'm going to grab some my art glitter glue, which is right here in front of me. Let me just make sure that this hole is clear. Okay. And let me think, am I going to put a thumb notch? No, I'm not even going to put a thumb notch. I'm not even going to put a thumb notch. Okay, that's one side. And that's the other, right? So, okay. Don't fall. I'm going to fold that over and just hold it for a moment, give it a minute to set. And once it does, I will bone fold the ends to get a nice good crease on it. Where is my bone folder? Okay. And again, these can be clipped into a journal. They can be, here's a paper clip with a little ribbon on the top. You can clip it just like that and tuck it into a journal. Let me find my pre-made journal. It's not in the spot that I normally leave it, guys. It's usually like right at an arm's reach. I just grab it and pull it down, but I don't see it. Anyway, here it is. It's right next to me. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so a page. I will tell you this. This page measures 8.5 by 8.5 square. I can't tell right now because I folded the paper, but it's 8.5 long. Let's just put it that way. This way it can fit into your journal. Okay, so it's 8.5 long, and it fits perfectly on my folded pages inside of my journal. And there you have it. Alright, and you can open it up. You can tuck things in there without the tag on it, of course. It would have tucked beautifully. But yep, things can be tucked in there. Let's see what else I've got. I got these little guys that I made. Tuck those in there. So yeah, things can be tucked into this folder. It can be a little hidden journaling space. You can put notes in there for whomever, and just clip it back into your journal. Isn't that pretty? I love this paper, obviously. So let's make another one really quickly, okay? I'm going to take a full 12 by 12 sheet. This way you have some idea of the measurements, okay? I'm going to, I'll cut it. I don't like this thing. These blades are just they're so raggedy to me. They just never really work the way I want it to. But let's see. Let me put my glue topper back onto my art glitter glue. Whoops, I missed. Oh gosh. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this directly in half. It's a 12 by 12. I'm going to cut it at 6. And I'm going to cut it to the point so that I'm not losing any of these flowers here. Okay. So this was a much wider policy folder or pocket, whatever you want to call it, envelope. I'm going to make a much smaller one. So that was 8 inches or 8.5 inches. I'm going to make one at 6 inches. And I'm going to cut this paper in such a way that I don't lose any of the pretty flowers. So here we are at 6. And I've changed these blades out. I know you're probably saying, there's a blade right there in front of you. This is the original blade. Are you in there? Okay, this is the original blade that the board came with. And I've changed out to this one. I have a pack of additional spares somewhere. Like I've definitely adjusted this board, but it just never really cuts the paper that well. You see those frayed edges? So it's okay. Yeah, this side even has more frayed edges. I don't like that, guys. I just don't. Anyway, moving on. So again, this is a 6 by 12 sheet right now. I'm just going to fold this up. I'll fold it a little bit lower. Oh, actually, yeah. I'm going to fold this up, leaving about 1/3 at the top here. And then I'm just going to fold this over top here. And now this is a perfectly 6 by 6 paper, and look at that. Like, I cut it straight, and there's a little piece overhang on there. And, you know, it's just, I think it's just the board. I've had problems with that board. I tried using it as a scoreboard, and it just was not working out. So, yeah, I ended up getting a smaller one. But let's just go ahead and cut that straight. I'm just cutting a smidgen off. That was overhang. Okay, so like this is all that I cut off. This little piece right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and round my corners. Bone fold, glue, fold it over, hold it shut. And that's it. Okay, I'm gonna actually, I got some these little magnets the other day. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck a magnet behind this one. See how well that works. Let's just see. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, guys. So, can't even peel this one off. What's going on? Come on, magnet. You're about to get abandoned. Okay, there we go. Suppose I could have done this first. Ha ha ha. I just love making my life difficult, don't I? And these are the Chronicles of a Crafter. Okay, so yeah, there's a magnet in there. Did it even reach? I don't even think it touched its partner yet. Hang on, just gotta slide it down some more. Yeah, the paper might just be too thick. Yeah, I think the paper is just too thick. So, tried and failed. Now I know these are going back because I can't use them. I don't keep things that I can't use, guys. I'm sorry. Like my craft room, it's big enough, but it's just, you know, I just don't have the patience to be storing things that I can't use. So there's that. Let me take it out before I ruin my paper on the inside here. Okay. Okay. Alright. So it'll just be an envelope without a closure. But again, really simple. Alright, it's supposed to be stress-free Saturdays. I'm not going through this with these defective items. Don't need it in my life. Okay, moving on to this one. So I did this one with the flower facing down on the back side because I wanted the flower flipped over on the front. I'm going to try it the other way now. I'm going to flip this flower up to make my bottom of the envelope. And flip this side over. And again, there's no real measurements to this. It's just eyeballing it, whatever makes you happy. Punch your corners, don't punch your corners. It's really up to you. I didn't even ink these. I may later on before putting them into the journal. But just a little dollop of art glitter glue. Get out of here, crazy magnet. And fold it up, and there's your envelope. Bone fold here and there. Bone fold here and there. And there we have it. Another little policy envelope with the paper clip closure. And again, these are the smaller version, and they can be clipped in anywhere. You can even glue this into your book if you like, and make it a stationery folder envelope. But yeah, there you go. Paper clipped into an envelope with a pretty little tag topper. All right, so that's that. Here's my one that I failed at with the magnet. Okay, I'm just bone folding it down. So I'm just going to go ahead and take an eyelet and place it into that envelope that I ruined with a magnet. I didn't really ruin it, it's just I had to rip away a magnet. So I put a little eyelet in there, and I'm just going to end up closing this with some ribbon, some coordinating ribbon to match that little tag topper that I put in there earlier, this one. See? So I'm just going to add some coordinating ribbon for that and use that as my closure. I can get the ribbon to come through. It's it'll look a lot neater, more finished, you know. So let's push this ribbon through. I'm gonna pull it all the way up, wrap this around the front, wrap this here, and tie it in a nice little bow. Okay, so instead of the magnet closure, this is my closure, and I can snip off the excess. There we go. Alright, so there's that one, and here's my larger of the three. So there's 3 versions of it. Okay, guys? So I'm gonna leave you here, guys. You know, this is just a project that I thought would be cute for a stress-free Saturday and easy to make. You can do this in 5 minutes. I did 3 in 20 minutes. So I guess with all my gapping and yapping, and my mom said I talk too much on my videos. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. You have a great day. Bye.